Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live on the LI Sports Network, getting ready for Game 3 of 3 here on the South Rink. Game 5 of 6 total. Monday Night Hockey in the SCHSHL. And we'll cap off the evening here on the south side with the Smithtown Hauppauge Red 13-2 coming into tonight, second place in the freshman division. Taking on the Connetquot Sayville T-Birds, 8-7 with 16 points, 7th place right now in the table. These two teams do have one meeting. Came all the way back on October 6th, and it was the Bulls picking up a 10-2 victory in that one. Smithtown Hauppauge, they're rolling recently, as they have won 5 straight games. Haven't lost since January 5th. And they're going to look to make it 6 in a row tonight. Connetquot, they are also rolling. They are 4-1 in their last 5 as we're underway. Quick stop as we get things going here. Danny Fryer's in the net for the T-Birds. On the opposite side for the Bulls, it'll be Tyler Thompson. Chipped off the wall. Donnelly will keep it. And a big hit thrown there by Jackson Volpe. Puck dumped back in. Thompson tracks it off the wall. Pushed back into the zone by Lynch. Takes a bump. Dietz is there. Dropped off. Collision. Melendez. Knocked Mooney to the ice. Dietz with the one-handed dangle. In on the attack. Cutting through the middle. Knocked off the puck. Delayed penalty call here on DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo touches up. Power play for the T-Birds. Power play begins for Connetquot Sayville. Pass across Petrie, looking back door. Fielding couldn't get the stick on it. It's played around, collected by Orth. Overskates the puck. Backdoor try over the twig of Dubois. Orth sends it ahead, poked deep by Katchen. Mooney avoids the stick lift. Swings it ahead, hacked across the ice by Volpe. Into the zone, Jones knocked away. Fielding got a piece of it. Petrie starts to drive. Slows up, now puts it for Volpe towards the corner, through the middle, intercepted. Katchen clears the zone. Jack Mooney back to get it. Petrie avoids a check. Couldn't avoid that one. And it's going right through the hands was Beccarelli. Volpe gets it, dumps it in. Kicks off the boards in the corner. Dubois settles and fires it out. Stopping short, back into the zone, Mooney. Mooney lets it go. Thompson with the save, covers it up. No rebound given up by Thompson there. 36 seconds remaining on the power play. One into the slot for Dietz. Couldn't turn it to the net. Puck cleared out. T-Birds will reset here. Petrie going to be forced back behind the net of Friars. Cuts through the middle. Poke check. Solito goes through the blue paint. Donnelly just trying to play it out. Back in. It's Beccarelli. Bounces off a check, but the Bulls do enough over the course of 2 minutes. They kill off the penalty. We're back to even strength. Dietz clears the zone. Sent north. Beccarelli 1-on-2 right now. Cutting across. Awaiting some help. It's cycled down low for Nicoletta. Back around to Beccarelli. Fan on that attempt, and Prost is going to get a chance to clear. Pokes it ahead for Dietz. Dietz 1-on-1. Dietz dragging, shot blocked, but finds it. Dietz pad save for Thompson. Dietz makes a nice move there. Dragging shot, pad save. Rebound, Thompson, another stop. Back to the corner. Bulls will clear. Icing coming. Have a look at that save from Thompson, as he's getting a round of applause right now from the Bulls fans. Pad stop, and then the second in the splits. Gets over and gets a great piece there. Chipped ahead. Numbers for the Bulls if they hurry. It's going to stay behind the net. Mucha gets it back, walks out and shoots. Friars off the shoulder into the glove. Shot goes wide. Bulls look to clear. Nothing through 5 minutes of this hockey game. Collected off the wall by Jaquillard around. And put out to center ice. Mooney with it. Can't avoid the pressure. Still with Mucha. Now it pops and out of the zone. It's the T-Birds. The back checking DiLorenzo swipes it away from Mooney. Spun around to Mucha. Sends it long, icing called. Around behind the net to Volpe, plays it out to the slot, scooped by DiLorenzo with a ton of pace. Stick checked away. Still to the net, that one stopped by Friars. Held in at the line by Orth, back down low. Petrie with a nice spin move, breaks free. Petrie long, that one came off the stick of Fielding. DiLorenzo leads the rush once more. looking to bring it to the outside. Lost control. Dinkle clears. Melendez, the first forechecker. DeBow pinching. Puts it back deep. Petrie. Run into there. At the point, Orth. Shot blocked by Dinkle. And Friars. Way out of the paint to dive on it and get the whistle. One to the boards, back to the point, put wide. Bulls with another keep in. Rowe trying to move to the net. Swept away. Nicoletta shot, save Friars. Rebound, another one stopped and covered by Friars. Kept in by the Bulls to the net. Glove save. Another whistle. Logamuth regroups off the boards. Beccarelli takes a check, it goes right to Friars, who once again covers. Smithtown Hauppauge possess. Goes up top to the point. And kicked right back down the wall. Beccarelli returns it up top. Logamuth walks in, lets it go. Save. Rebound still there. Swept out. It's Ferrante giving chase. Napolitano. For Rowe. Came off the stick. Back to Napolitano. Rowe in with a shot that's blocked by Donley. Flipped in. Thompson keeps it moving. Beccarelli with a shot that's wide. Trying to beat the glove hand of Friars. Lynch races to keep it in the zone. Beccarelli with the bump. Turnover forced. Beccarelli, quick turn to the net, just missed. Trying to play it back out front, and it's cleared out of the zone by Proscia. Napolitano opens up, pass knocked out of the air. Petrie taken away by Scotty. Scotty knocked down by Petrie, stays with the puck though. Wrap around try, save made. Still there, another stop. Two in a row for Friars, hacked all the way down, right on net of Thompson. So no icing. Sauces it long, Dubois lets it go. And now stretched out, Scotty drives in. Blocked shot by Dinkle. Taken from Petrie. That goes wide. Catalinato trying to put it to the net. Orth, D to D, it's DeBow. Save. In behind the net, wraparound try, they score! Scotty going back the other way, 10th of this season, 1-0 lead for the Bulls. Friars were expecting that puck to come all the way around. Scotty read that, took it back where it came from, and just beats Friars' skate back to the post. Tucks it in for the 1-0 lead. It's the T-Birds looking for an opportunity. Kick save, Thompson. Still in behind, Jones collects possession. Up for Madeline Dinkle. Dinkle with the shot pad save. Rebound, skips past Volpe. And now the pass for Catalinato. Scotty keeps driving. Cuts back. Pass over off the skate. Settled by Jaquillard. Up to the point. Goes wide off the tape of Nicoletta. Scotty avoids a check. Backhand try. Friars will make the stop. Played in behind the net, turnover force, save Friars, rebound still loose. Out front again, Friars quick again, just to get that whistle. Played low for Nicoletta. Puck pops, Volpe. Never force that turnover, ends up in the T-Birds bench. Down the boards. Kicks over to DiLorenzo. Off the outside of the net for DiLorenzo. Recovers it. Out to the high slot. One-time blast. Friars with the save. At the point, bullet of a wrister. Petrie forces it beneath the goal line. Little self-chip. Friars has to pick his stick up off the ice. Has time to do it because Petrie's out. Knocked away, back in though, Van Gordon. Van Gordon can't get the shot off as Napolitano delivers a crushing check there. Swept away from Napolitano, circles back to get it. A D-to-D pass through the middle, underneath the stick of Melendez. Icing called. 1:26 to go. The Bulls after the D-zone draw right out of the zone. Great job on the back check for the T-Birds. Ferrante there, pad save for Friars on the dump in. Dinkle plays it around. Beccarelli there, stops it. Dumped into the zone by Salido. Under a minute remaining in the first period. Orth back to the point. Unable to hold the line. DeBow. Out front, St. Friars still loose on the side of the cage. Digging at it. We get the stoppage. New center in for the Bulls. Pulled back now to the point. It's Orth. Orth shot. Rolled up on him as he let it go. Stick lift by Mooney. Tries to clear. Orth on the keep in. Touch over to DeBow. Now it'll bounce out. DeBow dumps it deep. 5 seconds remaining. One last try as Petrie looks long. This one's going to skip all the way down. Took a deflection. No icing. And the buzzer sounds as we head to break. 1-0 lead for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. The lone goal scored by Max Scotty, his 10th of the season. After 15 minutes of play, we're right back here for period 2 in just a minute on the LI Sports Network. Here we go for period 2. It's the Bulls trying to get on the attack early on here. Instead, it's the T-Birds right back out through neutral ice into the offensive zone, but Jones can't get a shot through. It pops about 15 feet in the air and now sprung ahead. Catalinato into the middle of the ice. Touch back for Scotty on the backhand try. Friars says no. One to the slot. Friars just keep this one moving. Kept in. Save Friars. Played out front. Trying to knock it out of the air with Scotty. Skips out. Volpe plays it to Mooney. Swept to the boards. Dumped back in deep. Catalinato driving the net. Backhand try, stopped by Friars. T-Birds get it out. A little over a minute gone by as that one's poked away. 2-on-1 look over to Volpe. Backdoor again. Swept off the goal line. Back comes Scotty for the Bulls. Slides it across. Collected over the net. Off the wall. Catalinato blocked off by Fielding. Fielding with that great pass to Volpe. To Catalinato on the goal line. Out front off a skate, and Friars covers. Have another look. 2-on-1 opportunity. Pass to Volpe. Trying to go back across off the pad of Thompson. And just swept away from the goal line in the nick of time. Napolitano into the corner. That's a wrist shot. Friars fights it off. Another try, another save for Danny Friars. Jaquillard on the backhand, blocked off. Put back to the net. Lost in the skates of Katchen. T-Birds clear. Napolitano had it sticked away. Arnold lost his twig. Dinkle on a stretch pass, and Tansey and McManus crash into each other. Lynch with a snapper, toe save. Napolitano, another stop. Pops across. Great play by Dinkle, saving a goal right there. Rolling behind the net, DiLorenzo. Scissor play at the point. Continues to skate it. Now shoots. Friars save. Rebound. Another stop, and it's covered. JV Finals, Game 2 between Smithtown, Hauppauge, St. Anthony's. Set to begin in just moments over on the North Rink. Turnover, Rowe scores! Brody Rowe with his 13th of the year, 2-0 for the Bulls. Numbers into the zone. Beccarelli's shot off the leg of Salito. Plays it to the front. Friars will cover. To the point, off a body, kicks to Jones. Jones gonna skate out, slides it to Fielding. Fielding's over the line, a drag, forced behind, out front for Jones. That's blocked by Orth. Bulls are out, 2-on-1, Beccarelli. Fans on the pass, still gets over. Friars with the save on Rowe. Wolgamuth goes it through the middle for Scotty. Scotty fakes the slap shot, takes it outside, goes across. Puck never made it over to Nicoletta. Now retreats to the point, puts it back deep. Wrap around, try again. Scotty trying to stuff it in. Friars this time will keep the puck out. Out of the zone, Dietz. Spin move at the blue line. Trying to get back outside, broken up. Catalanato leads the rush, kicks it out wide for Scotty. Scotty in, shoots, he scores! Second of the night for Max Scotty. 3-0 for Smithtown Hauppauge. Play continues here. Wolgamuth steps in and lets it go. Blocker saved Friars, but offside was called. Scotty driving in, trying to dance through. Broken up. Stays in the slot though, both sides jostling for it here. Puck gets shot in, Scotty chasing after it with Dinkle. Scotty moves it back door. Stick in the lane there for Van Gordon. T-Birds clear it all the way down. Icing is called. Held by Scotty off the draw, redirected. Friars trying to find it. It's shoveled away from harm. Fielding pokes it out. Puck dumped back in by the Bulls. 8:50 to go. Walking it out, doesn't go. First try there for Mucha. Lynch has it knocked away, and out come the T-Birds. 3-on-1. Volpe across, Napolitano breaks it up. No threat of a shot there, but a quick pass back to Volpe. 2-on-1. Volpe blocked, back over. One-timer, Thompson absolutely robs him. Great save by Thompson on Jones. In the splits with the glove hand. Stays 3-0. One back to the point. Donnelly shoots, shoulder save for Thompson. Knocked out of the air. Swatted at. Jones trying to get it into the corner. Played across off the stick of Volpe. Lynch just working to clear the zone. Now in. Jaquillard trying to dance to the net on the backhand. Skips into the corner. Mooney wraps it to Volpe. Kept by Napolitano, goes off to the corner. Lynch is gonna race to get it on the pinch, pinned by Fielding. Pulled out of the pile, left for Jaquillard, broken up Volpe, but in with a try, and stopped was Di Lorenzo. Napolitano pinches, keeping it in just for a moment. Now a stretch pass, racing in Mooney. Mooney avoids a check, keeps the puck, goes back door, Jones off the heel of the twig. So close right there. So much pace, Melendez off the blocker of Friars. Di Lorenzo down the wall. Keeps wheeling. Di Lorenzo back to Orth. Orth with the shot. Wide of the net. Played around for Volpe. Off the wall to Jones. Jones trying to move it through the middle. Knocked down by Orth. And Napolitano settles things. 6.5 remaining in the second period of play. 3-0 lead for the Bulls over the T-Birds. Beccarelli steered aside by Friars. Looking to the point. Solito off the bench. That shot gets blocked. Solito. Another save there. Friars got it off the left pad. Moved out wide. McManus blocked off. Recovers it though. It's still McManus. Stick lift. Working hard to keep possession. Arnold gets it to the corner. Tansey out front blocked. Rowe wraps it around. Beccarelli pulls it off the wall. Stops up behind the net. Knocked off the puck as it goes to McManus. He clears. Dumped in. Mooney's first back. Head fake. Stops short. Weak side wrap to Tansey. Puck gets cleared out there. Thrown back in. Mooney. Trying to avoid a stick lift. Beccarelli takes it. Beccarelli. Backhand sauce across. Great read from the T-Birds captain, Mooney. Offside going to be called on the Bulls. Goalie change for Smithtown Hauppauge. Thompson coming out. Peter Muratore going in. Seventh appearance of the season for Muratore. He's had 5 starts, 5-0. Goes to Catalanato. Dropped off for Scotty. Scotty shoots, save, rebound, that's blocked. Poked out again, still loose in the paint, they score! Took a couple of tries, but it's Madden Catalanato who makes it 4-0. A couple of swipes. There's that third try that got it over the line. Puck dumped in, Dinkle back to get it first. Plays it up the strong side. Taken away. Wraparound try for Scotty again. Saved Friars. Whistle taken. Face-offs, one to the wall. Catalanato out front, blocked off. Scotty to the slot, shot save. Great stop by Friars, quick reflexes there. For Catalanato, behind the net. Played out to the middle slot, taken away. Out comes Ashton Petrie. Petrie took a check. Not out for the Bulls. Shot gets blocked in front though by Nicoletta, who springs Scotty. Scotty catches up to it, hooks it to the middle. On the backhand, just wide. Stuff play doesn't go for Mucha. 2 in a row right there. Icing on the T-Birds. Playing through the middle, taken from Napolitano, chance fielding, covered up by Muratore. One right to the middle, Napolitano back to the boards, Melendez chips it out. DiLorenzo couldn't get it past Mooney. Volpe to Jones, no shot there. Fielding backing him up, gets it to Jones. Jones back door, Volpe scores! And Volpe makes it 4-1 with the late goal here in the first. 15th goal of the season for Jackson Volpe. Great pass from Jones and a quick redirection. 4-1 the scoreline now. Lynch back to get it. Snapped across just under the stick of Volpe. So close to picking that off. DiLorenzo driving in. DiLorenzo around the net. Wrap try. Save Friars. Glove down Napolitano. And now it's out of the zone. Fielding. Couldn't settle it. Rolling puck. Jones puts it in. DiLorenzo. Gonna get called for a penalty here. Now we get the stoppage. And Jones is getting called for a penalty as well. Staying 5-on-5. DiLorenzo 2 for roughing. Jones 2 for cross-checking. Nothing going up on the board here. Chipped in by Katchen. Melendez is there. Poke pass by Petrie. Fielding's going to lead the rush. Fielding trying to dip past Napolitano. Taken away. 2-on-1 for the Bulls now. Solido opens and shoots. He scores. And Solido gets it right back for Smithtown Hauppauge. the captain with his third of the year. 5-1 for the Bulls. In once again, Smithtown Hauppauge, final minute of the period. Salido out front off escape, bounces back to him, and blocked by Petrie. Petrie carries. Poke to McManus, over the line, offside. Final 30 of the middle frame. Played across, gaining the blue, gaining the red, pardon me, and dumping it in was DeBow. Beccarelli pushed to the boards. 10 seconds left. Rowe takes it away. Rowe, dipsy doodle in, can't get a shot off. Petrie back with Rowe. 2 seconds. Can they get one more look? Pops out to the slot. Nothing there. We go to break. 5-1 lead for the Bulls over the T-Birds with 15 minutes to go in regulation right here on the LI Sports Network. Third period live on LISN. Big slap shot from Rowe to kick things off. It's turned aside by Friars. Petrie trying to break out here, chips it past Rowe. Beccarelli knocks it down. Just wide. Friars quick to put the glove on it. Game 2 of the SCHSHL JV Best of 3 series is underway. Just behind us over on the North Rink. Smithtown Hauppauge red, St. Anthony's gold. They're tied up at 1, and that game literally just started a few minutes ago. They are winding down the first period over there while we are just beginning the third period over here. Dietz on a stick lift, out 3-on-2. Poked away. Here comes Beccarelli. Stops short. Gets it to Solito. Back for Beccarelli. Stick lift by Dietz. And then Dietz trying to get it out here. Wolgemuth able to pinch and hold the line. Now the T-Birds clear. 4-goal advantage here for the Bulls in the third period. Currently occupying second place. A win keeps them within 2 points of East Islip, who picked up a huge win earlier on tonight over St. Anthony's. In what was a barn burner of a game, a 4-3 final. Mooney reverses to Petrie. Petrie chips it past Beccarelli and rolls out. Splits through the 2 forecheckers. Petrie trying to dangle in. Got through Wolgemuth, but couldn't keep the puck close enough. St. Anthony's Gold has just taken a 2-1 lead. Again, late in the first, over on the north side. Friars have their backs against the wall in that one. The Bulls picked up the 3-2 victory last night, and we have a tripping penalty coming up here. A power play on the way for the T-Birds. Drawn one forward by Scotty, poked away as he was trying to take it right to the net. Held in at the line, back down the boards. Mucha poked away. Napolitano collects. Pass across off the stick of Jones and out. On it, forcing the turnover. Shot there, short-handed, is held by Muratore. Great hustle from Tyler Ferrante to generate that opportunity. Offensive zone draw now on the penalty kill for the T-Birds. Thrown low by Mooney. Napolitano's there first. Plays it back where it came from. Lynch there to take it. Lynch skating. Slides it north to Mucha. 40 gone by on the power play. Mucha around the net. Plays it off. Out front. Off a skate. Almost kicked back door to Scotty. Scotty leaves it at the point for Napolitano. Walks it right down Terry Road. Save Friars. Under a minute left on the power play. Orth looking for a stick, goes wide with the shot. DeBow on the keep-in. Both through his skates by Volpe. Now Volpe, a high flip, cleared out. And now Dietz racing in on a breakaway shorthanded. Dietz to his backhand, diving. Orth breaks it up. Dietz forcing the turnover, picking off that pass, but Orth on the stick lift, carrying it out. Moves it outside for Catalinato. In the corner with Volpe. Mooney with a hit on Scotty. Catalinato takes a hit from Mooney. Scotty there to help, takes the puck. Still pinched against the wall. It's wrapped up to Volpe. Backhand try, not out. Orth holds it. He shoots. Glove save for Friars. Another look at that incredible defensive play from Orth. Diving back, stick on puck. To negate the play there, Dietz. Looked like he had Muratore beat on that forehand backhand move. Orth clutches up there defensively. Back to 5-on-5 hockey as the T-Birds successfully kill the penalty. DeBow launches it ahead for Scotty. Across, too far in front of Catalinato. Out of the corner, leaves it for Scotty. Goes up top to Dubois. Back low, it's Scotty. Rolls off the wall, taken by Fielding. Played out to center ice. Smithtown Hauppauge Red has tied it up 2-2 in the JV final. Mucha broken up there. Petrie sees some room to go. Petrie splits outside. Bump beneath the goal line. Jones' stick blows up on him. That's a bill no parent wants. It's coming back in are the Bulls. Catalinato behind the net. Around for Scotty. Scotty up top. Nicoletta. Kept it in, but the pressure too much. Ferrante helps get it out. 9.5 minutes remaining in regulation here on the south side. Icing called. This is the 4th freshman game that we've had tonight. East Islip, 5-3 win over St. Anthony's earlier on. The Sachem Warriors picked up a huge 3-2 victory over Ward Melville, scoring the game winner, which is 22 seconds left, short-handed. And Longwood battled back to beat Southampton by a score of 5-4. So a lot of really good hockey games in the freshman division tonight. We had Northport Developmental beat Longwood Developmental in our opening game on the north side. And here we are, closing game on the south side. 5-1 lead for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls Red. And we've got Smithtown Hauppauge Red, St. Anthony's Gold in game 2 of the JV Championship over on the north rink, currently tied up at 2. And they are at the end of 1. Almost an unforced error there for the Bulls. Napolitano, good recovery. Pushed ahead, DiLorenzo into the zone. Trying to spin it back for Melendez. Gets it into the corner. Delayed penalty coming up on the T-Birds. As that puck put wide by Katchen. It's still with the Bulls. To the bench, Muratore, extra skater on is Salido. Plenty of time to reset. Dished over for Melendez, came off his tape. And touching it up is Donley. We get the whistle and a power play upcoming for the Bulls. 8:13 remaining in regulation. Interference call on Tanzi. Clean win back to the point, pushed down the wall by Dubois. Salido, backhander up to Dubois. Dubois walks and shoots, pad save, they score! Dubois' shot ends up sneaking underneath the pad of Friars. It's a Bulls goal on the power play, and it's 6-1. Beccarelli over the blue line. Petrie takes it, springs Arnold. Arnold driven to the wall. We got a penalty called here, interference going on Nicoletta. Power play for the T-Birds, and it'll start with a face-off win by Jones. Petrie down the boards, Napolitano picks it. Trying to go off the wall. Petrie breaks it up. Battle at the red line. Forced in by Jaquillard. Dips off the wall into the slot, save Friars. Petrie carrying over the blue line, still with possession. Curls back, sauces to Fielding. Fielding returns it to Petrie. Petrie shoots. He scores! Ashton Petrie on the power play. It's 5-2. Great 1-2 right there between Petrie and Fielding. And Petrie with a great wrist shot. That one taken away, and the Bulls have numbers. Scotty to the net, blocked off by Dietz on the back check. Tries to stuff it, save made by Friars. 6.5 remaining. Petrie forced behind his own net. Stick lift by Scotty, staying with it. Drop back for Arnold. Scotty takes it away. Dragged around the net. Nicoletta has it. Looking D-to-D, Wolgemuth. Off the wall for Mucha. Mucha plugs the boards, keeps it in. Now Wolgemuth does the same. Arnold gets it out. Flipped ahead, Proscia off his skate. It's with Dietz offside. (6-2) with 5:57 remaining in the third period of play. Bulls win the draw, goes all the way across to Lynch. Lynch picks it up and skates. Lynch. Dangle stopped by Donnelly. That's kept in by Catalanato. Catalanato to the slot for Scotty. Drop back. Napolitano. Backhand forehand save. Rebound goes backdoor, shoveled wide. Napolitano still with possession. Starts to roll off to the goal line. Now to Scotty. Max Scotty. Friars, no stick here. Cleared out by the T-Birds. Pops to Mucha. Final 5 minutes here in regulation. 4-goal lead for the Bulls. Scotty drives in. Poked away, goes to Catalanato. Friars covers. (3-3) now in Game 2 of the JV Championship. Ryan Schechter scored 1:30 into period 2, but 1:30 after that, not even 1:15 after that. Christian Krekow from Connor Krekow to tie it right back up. Smithtown Hauppauge Red JV trying to lock up the championship tonight. Friars trying to force Game 3. Melendez shot save. Another one hits the outside of the net. DiLorenzo across, slows down Mooney. Now Mooney clears. Ferrante scoops and dumps it down. No icing here. Orth pressured by Ferrante. Off Off the wall, not out. McManus gets it to the corner. It's Tansey here. Takes a bump from DeBow. DiLorenzo looking to avoid Ferrante, playing the body there. Delayed offside on Smithtown Hauppauge. Enables Petrie to go. Petrie across, broken up Melendez. Played back to DeBow. DeBow trying to avoid the check from McManus. Ahead to Tansey. Tansey trying to put it deep from the red line. Orth carrying in. Friars will make the save. Ryder Friars for the face-off. One back to Dinkle. Dinkle to Volpe. Volpe out through the middle to Jones. Jones carrying in. Puts it off the pad. Volpe one-timer. Save made. Back in front. Fielding with a go. Another stop and a third. T-Bird still stuffing at it there. Off behind the net now. Up to the point for Donley. Donley walks and shoots. Blocker stop. Muratore. Volpe looking back door. Pass blocked by Nicoletta. Out of the zone. Beccarelli. Beccarelli. Pad save Friars. Rebound still there. Beccarelli scores. Makes it 7-2. Stuffing in the rebound. Gordon trying to go forward, comes back to Mooney. Sticked away from him, and here comes Scotty into the offensive zone. Scotty for Catalinato. Knocked back to Lynch. Mucha curls away from Petrie. Gets help from Lynch now. Diving in from the point. Looking for Scotty, pass blocked by Jack Mooney. Napolitano on the pinch, keeps it in. Walks through the middle, and it's stolen by Petrie. Petrie's out, 2-on-1 chance. Petrie with the shot, glove save for Muratore. .135 remaining. DiLorenzo carries out. Drop pass. Catch and save by Friars. Off in the corner. It's the T-Birds who take it out. Nice move. Dancing into the middle of the ice was Mooney. Couldn't keep possession. Proscia there to help. Pops out to Dietz. And kicked away by Orth with the right skate. Now Orth's driving the net. Gets it from Melendez under the stick. Back out front from Melendez. Cleared out. Not all the way though. DiLorenzo holds the line. Final minute of the third. And here goes Petrie. Petrie trying to cut through. Gets held up there by DeLorenzo, and now Petrie and DeLorenzo. They're both going to be taken off the ice right now. Just 30 seconds left. We're going to center ice for the draw. Look to close the rest of this game out as it's poked in by Melendez. Comes together with Donnelly. Puck bounces off the wall to Scotty. Scotty, quick curl. Ante in trying to play the body. Scotty avoids the check. Drives in on the backhand. Shoots. He scores. And Scotty completes the hat trick with that one. Great individual effort there. And that is going to do it here. Smithtown Hauppauge going to collect the 8-2 victory tonight over the T-Birds. And they will move to 14-2, stay 2 points back in the freshman division standings, with East Islip continuing to stay perfect and set the pace. T-Birds back in action 2 days from now, Wednesday, March 11th, 9 p.m. for a matchup with the Ward Melville Patriots. That's an important game when it comes to the standings. With only 4 games left for the T-Birds, still in a playoff position, but want to try to stack a few more wins and secure it. For the Smithtown Hauppauge Red Squad, also just 4 games left in the regular season. They're back in action Friday, March 13th for a 10-10 game against the Northport Huntington Tigers. That will wrap up the night on Friday. 3 up, 3 down here on the south side in the freshman division. 5 out of 6 are done here at the rinks. 5-3, St. Anthony's Gold currently leads over Smithtown Red in JV Finals game number 2. So make sure you pop on over to that stream, catch the rest of it, as St. Anthony's looks to force that decisive game 3 on Wednesday night. The Bulls look to hold on and lift the trophy here this evening. Once again, final score here: Smithtown Hauppauge Red 8, Connetquot Sayville 2. On behalf of Wally Mitchell, my name is Travis Quigley. Thank you all so much for joining us here tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and as always, we'll see you next time right here on the LI Sports Network.